When poor people get paid, they think about spending, and when rich people get paid, they think about multiplying the money into more. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the mindset difference between rich and poor people. So when poor and middle class people get paid, the first thing that their money has to go towards is their needs, and this is things such as rent and bills, which of course everyone has. After that, they'll then have to spend money on things such as food, which again could also go into the needs category, but it can be a bit different as some people like to eat out and enjoy themselves and go on things such as date nights or order food in and takeaways, things like that. And thirdly, they will think on how they can spend their money on fun stuff. So this can be activities such as, going to a music concert or buying the latest sneakers or something like that. It's basically the money they have left over. And by the end of this process, they're usually left with little to nothing, which means that when next month's paycheck comes round, they'll be in the exact same situation with no further advantage in terms of their finances, as they haven't been able to save a lot of money and they haven't invested anything. And this is where rich people think differently. As when a rich person is paid, the first thing they'll be thinking about is how can I multiply this money? How can I increase the earnings and how can I buy back some time? And the easiest way to do this is to invest into assets. So the first thing they'll do is dedicate a proportion of their money into assets. So this can be anywhere from 20 to 30%. If you are in a very fortunate position, this could be even more money, or if you're living at home, someone's a bit younger, and of course you can allocate more money towards assets and building your financial future. So once you've done this, you can also reinvest some of your money from the previous month. So let's say you got things such as dividends from investing into stocks or some kind of free cash flow, then you can invest this money back into assets, which helps the money compound even quicker and even further. And then after that, then they'll think about things such as their needs and their wants. And in order to do this, you will have to sacrifice, and most people these days are not willing to sacrifice at all. You have to understand exactly what is going in, what is going out, what you have left, what you can invest. Of course, you can still, dedicate some money towards fun stuff and, do activities at the end of the day, money is there to be spent and enjoyed. But at the same time, you've also got to think about your financial future and think about every time you get paid, how can I invest my money to get a bit more time back in the future? And you've got to do this every single month. And then before you know it, you might be able to retire a bit earlier. So to sum this philosophy up very simply, poor people sacrifice their time in order to earn money. They would then spend this money on things such as liabilities, and then every single month they'll be in that same cycle, living paycheck to paycheck. Whereas when someone who wants to become rich, the first thing they'll do is obviously sacrifice the time in order to earn money, which is the exact same thing as poor people in middle class. But rather than spending all of that money on liabilities, they'll invest a portion of that into assets. Then over time, these assets will generate them income, which will buy back some of their time. And I feel like once you start thinking like this, everything changes. If you found this video helpful and want to see more finance videos like this, make sure to follow my page and double tap the screen.